Welcome back to The Legend of Yours Trails through Daybreak, where last time we did our rounds here during the evening in Edith. So let's go to bed and see what happens next. The next 3 days leading up to the festival swept through like a whirlwind. Though the trouble with Armata was recent, there was very little in the way of problems relating to them. Instead, most of Arkwright's Solutions' work consisted of subcontracted tasks and other modest requests. As if celebrations were already upon them, they found themselves rewarded with not just mirror, but food and other material gifts as well. Those, together with a gradual increase in decorations strewn about the city, made them keenly aware of the festival's approach. Each of Vaughn's assistants also found themselves considering their respective futures in response to what he said. With all this in mind and more, it felt like the grand event was destined to become a turning point in their lives. The day approached with much suspense both at home and abroad, for what was to come following a memorial service at Focrail was the unveiling of the Republican Army's next generation of weapons. A number of VIPs would soon descend upon the capital, ready to take part in moments both solemn and merry. But the night before the Revolution Festival had an early surprise in store. Be on guard for the 7th Genesis at the Revolution Festival tomorrow. C. Wait, C as in the one from Reverie? Or another C? December the 3rd. 9:53 AM. 1st District Ventail, Revolution Memorial Plaza. Everyone is here. It's almost 10 AM. Kept us waiting long enough. Just look at all the people. I spot Yumi and a bunch of others too. I'm impressed you can pick her out from the crowd. Ren and your other friends are there too, right? You sure you didn't want to tag along? Yes, I think it was for the best that I didn't. With my position, I would have needed bodyguards if I had gone, unfortunately. And that message we received made me want to remain here that much more. Gotcha. I wish we knew who even sent the damn thing. Yeah, especially since I mentioned the Genesis, and one we don't have at that. All we have to go on is the name, C. That name has been assumed by 2 people who made themselves known in the Empire in recent years. I do not believe either of them to be the one who sent that message, however. The original was a terrorist responsible for triggering the civil war over there, right? And then someone else used it after that. That is correct, but bear in mind that both of those matters are considered resolved. We have no reason to believe they would take up the name again. That being said, I'm certain that the alias must have been chosen through careful deliberation. Yeah, now it's just a matter of figuring out if they're trying to help us or mess with us. But not like we have much to go on. We can't even say for sure it's someone whose name starts with a C. That's true. It could be anyone. Melchior is still at large, so hell, can't even write him off. Oh, where's Agnes' dad?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 a.m., which means that the time has come. President Gramhart has arrived to make his speech.
Oh, where's Renee too?
To the people of Edith, as well as everyone who lives in this great nation, I wish to thank you for gathering here today. I am Roy Gramhart. On this very day, 108 years ago, in the year 1100 of the Septian calendar, our ancestors made a choice, a truly remarkable choice. They chose to embrace equality, freedom, and love. They chose to stand against discrimination based on class and race. They chose to walk the long road ahead of them to build a utopia of peace. And that long, winding road was the Calvardian Democratic Revolution, which changed the face of our country and the whole world forever. As both a fellow Calvardian and your 23rd president, I am forever grateful to the goddess above for the honor, the deep, profound honor, to be able to walk this road with you now.
Decent enough speech?
However, though I would love to proclaim this as a day of celebration alone, I, alas, cannot. For as we all know, our brothers and sisters from Cray Village were taken from us at the hands of cowardly terrorists. The people of Cray shared our ideals and dreams. We walked the same path hand in hand. But they were cruelly ripped from our grasp. Despite this great loss, we moved forward, and all of you cooperated with the recent emergency declaration. Thanks in no small part to your assistance, we were able to eliminate the criminal organization that was responsible for this heinous act. Though I realize that will never bring back the lives that have been lost. As this country's commander-in-chief, I am deeply ashamed that I let such a tragedy happen under my watch. Let us mourn the people of Cray. I will lead us in prayer. O Adios, Arusha, Heavenly Mother, we pray that you will watch over these lost souls and return them to the Radiant Land.
At this time, the Edith Cathedral Choir will be singing a hymn, followed by a statement from Archbishop Jerome.
Cray sounds like it must have been a truly beautiful place. It was. It's where a close friend and someone I owe a lot to passed away. I've done some filming there in the past. It's hard to believe I never see that same scenery ever again. As long as we do not forget them, they will continue to live on. For the people who lived there, the places in which they lived. I hope you're right. I'd like to believe that too. I feel the same way, but even if we do forget, they won't be gone forever. Everyone who lives leaves a mark on others, and their surroundings. That gets passed down whether people are aware of it or not. Van, you think so? I couldn't have put it better myself. Still, your dad's some wordsmith, huh? I almost found myself getting won over by all that stuff he was saying. You really think so? That's what I was gonna say. Your dad is awesome. He's super cool. I feel like I could trust him with anything. Not to mention that face. If he ever wanted to jump a political ship, he could get work as an actor in no time flat. Even his voice carries well. Talk about hitting a lottery. Rocksmith fits my image of a politician a lot more, but no one could deny how talented your father is. Like Aaron said, I could feel myself being roped in by his act. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put it like that. You don't have to apologize. I understand how you feel, to tell you the truth. Oh. He's certainly a man without equal, in a different sense from President Rocksmith. I believe you're about to get another glimpse of just how to. The morning's at an end, which means it's time for the grand unveiling.
That was a wonderful ceremony. Thank you, Archbishop. And I thank the ladies and gentlemen of the choir as well. The road to success is paved with hardship, and the road this nation has walked has not been without its challenges. Those challenges include our long-standing conflict with the Empire, the economic crises of recent years, and even that wretched cult that existed in our country until 10 years prior. And there are challenges that lie ahead, including the terrorism that has infested our nation and the discrimination that is outlawed in our charter. If we glance outside our borders, we will notice that the seeds of war are being planted. And if we look beyond the horizon, we will see that the desertification in the east is creeping westward. Open your eyes. These problems can be ignored no longer. We, as the leading power on the continent, must face them and overcome them. Take the founders of our revolution, for instance. They confronted their challenges head-on and actualized their ambitions. Sheena Dirk, Auguste Alden, Aramis Gainsborough, and Olga Atkinson surmounted every obstacle that barred their way. And we will do the same. We must stand united as we move into tomorrow as one. But to forge a path ahead, we need not only strength of will, but also strength of arms. That brings me to today's big announcement. We have given our glorious Calvardian military a number of much-needed improvements. Allow me to unveil the future.
Thanks.
First, we have our next-generation Shedar tanks. They will replace our antiquated Vasion models. These tanks will leave the ones used in the Empire firmly in the dust. They are twice as fast and equally as durable. The main cannon's raw power measures up to theirs, and they are capable of firing nearly 3 times the distance. Next, we have an entirely new addition to our military, the Ix Alba series of aerial cruisers. They are 120 ards long, which places them between our battleships and mid-sized airships in size. They are equipped with highly advanced weaponry, and their cutting-edge control systems allow them to conduct operations with complete autonomy. Based on our recent field tests, we have concluded that even one of these cruisers can dominate an entire squadron of Imperial airships.
Whoa, badass!
And last, but certainly not least, I will introduce you to a new class of weaponry.
Aren't those...
Robots from the Empire?
They may remind you of the Empire's Panzer Soldats that were unleashed upon the world 4 years ago. However, these weapons are far superior, and they are based on an entirely different design philosophy. We call them assault frames. Their control systems utilize Zypha technology, which maximizes their performance and strengthens their output, mobility, and reaction speed. Their potential is limitless. Not even the Empire's latest Panzer Soldat models can compare.
Our military is doing so great.
How wonderful.
Long live the Republic!
We love President Graham.
Glory to Calvard!
It goes without saying that power must always be used responsibly. We've learned that lesson from the Empire's past transgressions. I swear to you today that we will not use our military as an unwieldy instrument of conquest and bloodshed. Instead, it shall serve as a firm, yet flexible tool that can respond to any situation or crises that may arise. It is my belief that the weapons you have seen today will help us build a better road for our future. Thank you all for listening. I believe I have talked for long enough. Glory to the Republic. May the goddess bless us all. Now, go out and enjoy the festival, and spend this joyous day with those you hold dear. Let us make this a celebration to remember.
So everything is great with the military, yeah? We are super awesome. That was certainly overwhelming. Even if we've already seen the airships and the AFs, yeah. Right, I didn't expect him to roll them out in such a dramatic fashion, though. He appears to have made full use of all of Marduk's evaluations of them. This is my first time seeing them, so I'm more than a little blown away right now. Oh yeah, you weren't with us back when we saw some of them in battle.
This marks the end of the ceremony. Some of the new weaponry revealed will be on display in the Revolution Plaza. Visitors are also reminded that the area around the presidential building will remain closed to the public.
That. Anyway, now that the big speeches are over, it's time to get to what we planned. We'll spread through the city while checking for 4 SPGs on the bulletin boards. Sounds good. We'll also be keeping an eye out for any signs of a 7th Genesis. Even if we shouldn't dedicate too much of our energy to that. Yeah, there's still a chance that message was a prank, but better safe than sorry. I wish my affairs hadn't ended up casting such a shadow over what should be a happy day. Oh, come on, you're being silly. Tell me about it. I'd be more nervous not being in the loop on what's going on at this point. We want to be involved. Besides, I'm all for everyone enjoying the festival. Only me and one other person need to actively patrol. Just if you notice something out of the ordinary, anything at all, you let us all know. That's vital. Understood. We'll be on the lookout. Huh. My nose might not be as good as yours, but there's no way I'd miss trouble brewing. Understood. I'll always be available to switch in if I'm needed. The same can be said for me. Should you need a hand, I will always be here. I appreciate it. Select one additional member to accompany Van. Yeah, I take Judith. Looks like Victor's back already. Paulette and Yumi must still be out enjoying the festival. I wonder if Max seems with them too. They seemed like we were getting along pretty well at the party, in any case. I kind of mixed feelings about that, but I guess it ain't my call to make. Alright then, let's get to work. Let's do it.
Beautiful song, isn't it?
Why are there so many? Ach, Daswani in this family. This is yummy. It's just as good as you said it was. It's lovely you get to sit down and enjoy this as a family. Well, I'm glad you both like it. When I came here the other day, I heard that they even served some dishes with more Central Eastern flavors. Out for a meal with a family, Inspector. Good to see you enjoying yourself for once. Oh, look at you, patrolling for the festival. Listen, I'm off duty, so I'll cut you some slack. Some. Just make sure you know your place and don't cause any... Daddy, you just said you're off duty, right? Because you're not acting off duty right now? Of course I am, sweetheart. I got all my work done yesterday. You two have my undivided attention. Well, I'm glad to hear it. We don't get family time often. I think I see you walk out the door to handle a new case more than I actually see you at home. Right? Mommy misses you a lot. I know. I'm really, really sorry. You know it's really hard for me to get time off work. I guess the guy's got it hard too. Yeah, jeez, I feel for him. Pardon the interruption. I brought you all some dessert. It's on the house to celebrate the festival. Enjoy. Oh, this also looks really yummy. You didn't have to, but thank you. They both look so happy right now. I definitely made the right call bringing them here today. Look at them. Got a pair of doting fathers over here. I hope he doesn't actually become a regular though. Don't need him getting on our case even more than he already does.
Hey,
Ashen Fee and the Sisters. Oh, hey everyone! Ah no, this is Fairy and Shahina. But not Sarah. What you get for looking too shortly. Hi guys, nice to see you! Meow! Happy Revolution Festival! Oh, I didn't know Shahina was with you. Not to mention Hayu's own little princess. You all are awfully cheery. Did you ladies go to the bathhouse together? Yep, read my plans for it a little while back. But right now I'm on break, just finished morning patrol. Oh, if anything comes up, just call me anytime. Be there in 5 minutes tops. You're always so full of energy and raring to go. Not that that's a bad thing. So, what quest do we have?
What do I do?
All right.
Missing friend. My best friend Jess left behind a message and disappeared. Doesn't seem like he's in danger, but I have to see him in person and tell him something. Could you help me? I'll be waiting at the share house in Old Town. There's still a lingering scent. Gotta check the other bulletin boards.
Right.
So...
let's roll!
I always love the festival. Get out of here!
Alright.
Let's see.
The Autobahn Showdown. Since the Revolution Festival is upon us, let's have some fun as fellow street racers. But I need your help to make this happen. I'll be waiting at my old man's maintenance shop. But the scent's still not gone. I'll check the next spot.
Well,
Well, if it isn't Van.
Ah, Van, dear, you've got perfect timing. Ah, let me guess. Is our problem from last night? Oh, was the ID guy? Wait, those two are... Hey, Arkwright, been a lonely 10 days since I last saw you. Thanks a bunch for everything, including you handling the game. Took you long enough, Von. Long enough, my ass, what are you doing here? You're planning on seeing the Revolution Festival off with a bang? Because that's all you get with these two here. Think there's a misunderstanding here. It hurts to hear something like that from a former pupil of mine. You should already be aware that Marduk's taking part in the weapons reveal. Well, at least you're relatively reasonable. But the bar's pretty damn low when you're drinking with this guy, so maybe don't judge me for getting a little jumpy here. Only relatively? You're making it sound like he's some kind of deadly chemical that only turns into a threat when making contact with a wrong catalyst. But don't you find that one funny, Arkwright? Stop being so smack about it when you're the damn catalyst. Calm down, Van. While Marduk's chief of security is one thing, having one of the organization's highest ranking members here. You appearing publicly is certainly a problem for maintaining order. Or it would be, normally. So then... I'll be upfront with you. We came to an agreement of sorts with a certain someone. It's a short thing, no real meaning in the long run, but I wouldn't dare overstep my bounds this time. And that agreement includes giving you the hint you needed to destroy A over in Rassian. Yeah, it was just a hint, you didn't get to be so smug about that. Yeah, it was. You don't owe me for it, by the way. Just a matter of who knew more about Abe at the time. What kicked off a mad death game with that incomplete nuclear weapon as a toy. And how they managed to assemble the crew they did in just 20 short years. Rounding, of course. So it boils down to what the society knows about them, or you, rather. Oh man, is there nothing you won't try turning into poison? As far as I see it, you're just as bad as the one that brought in the Empire's Great Twilight. Oh, not at all. I don't think I'm as amazing as all that. Besides, give or take about half of what I said was just a bluff. What? What he's trying to say is we weren't the only people with control over the situation. The CID, Heiru, two of the church's factions, the Bracer Guild, and even Ikaruga and Marduk had influence over that situation. That is the influence these organizations were able to exert outside the scope of the game. The result of that fair judgment is this, a convenient blind eye. With that being said, our agreement will only last until the end of the festival. Got it. Of course, I've been in and out of the Blacklight District for a while, so it's more of a formality than anything. So come on, Kamsin. The spectacled sadist, drink up and enjoy. We've got a winner of a game here after all. Thanks for picking up the tab, Arkwright. Now bottoms up? I'm going to what? Well, in that case... there's no reason to hold back. They already emptied a 30-year-old vintage Rabelais. But it's okay, dear. I'll just add it to your tab. Screw that noise! Those are some fine specimens right there. Would take all three for myself if they let me. Help me, Vaughn, I'm fit to burst just looking at them, let alone trying to talk to them. Yeah, what you got in mind might be above their pay grade.
Now then.
It's been a while since I last came to a Revolution Festival. Seeing this river makes me wish I could drop a line in. But I guess it would be a darn waste of a trip if I just scooped myself up with my rod and fished the whole time. This might be the perfect chance to catch a movie, been a while since I saw one of those. I don't have all the time in the world though. I probably could watch a film or two in the time it would take me to decide which one to watch. Pretty sure this guy's one long lie. I get you all time, hard enough to pick a movie as is. But film festivals crank that up to a whole different level. Well said, lad. But if it gets late enough, then the only weird choice is Golden Blood Director's Cut. If you catch my drift. Please stop whispering, I already sound bad enough without you doing that. I think I'm flattered? I do, I guess. Always a good idea to keep up with trends. You'd be surprised by what you can learn from them. A veritable mirror of the world. If you think about it, it's a duty to expose yourself to even the hottest summer blockbusters. But alas, I've only had unlimited time to see everything coming out. I can at least peruse all the upcoming movie brochures before I make a pick. If you have any on you, would you mind sharing them with me? A few will do just fine. Let's see, how about a dozen? A dozen? That's a whole lot more than just a few. I get what you're after though. I'm a brigand by trade, so I can get this figured out for you. For price? Oh, believe me lad, I'm well aware. Ain't gonna fleece you for them. I'm ready to pay for them fair and square. So if you're feeling up to it, how about getting those brochures together for me? You got it, boss. So, how many do we have? 4, 6, 8, 10. So, for 12 we're missing 2. Maybe you can watch one this morning and maybe the evening?
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
Hey there, you guys enjoying the festival? Sure. I see you're spending the festival with your Langport buddies. Hey Sid, you feeling better now? You took quite a beating back there. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm doing much better now. Dr. Lonkai gave me the okay to come. Things finally settled down in Langport, so we decided to pay Aaron a visit. Pay me a visit? You sounded more like you wanted to see the sights more than me. Ah, come on. We can do both. Especially with how big the capital is. Gonna need you to show us around, Aaron. Yeah, I'll take you to some of my favorite spots. Figure we can go hang out in the entertainment district. See some of my faves. Oh, Edith's entertainment district. Hell yeah. Come on, it doesn't matter where. Let's just get going, Aaron. Sure, let him an old fart. Watch it or I'll throw you into the damn river. Hey, you there with the red hair. You are Aaron, right? Found you. With your friends too. Huh? Your luck's run out, Aaron Way. You had the misfortune of meeting me here today. Now face me. Oh yeah, you wanna throw down? Hey you guys, don't you dare. The loser treats the winner, and not just to one stall, to all the stalls. As for rules, let's do best of in 3 minutes. 1 point per touch. Again, let's go, Aaron. As long as they don't mind getting their asses handed to them during the festival, I'm down for some fun. Give it to them, Aaron! You too, Sid! They're not fighting then? Looked like they were in good terms, actually. They just met a little while ago. I wouldn't call them friends, but let's just say it's a sort of friendly rivalry they have. Boys will be boys, I suppose. Well, at least he's making friends. Come on, man. Is that all you got? I can fall asleep here before you hit me. Shut it, loser. Damn, you've got some crazy reflexes. Ha! Yeah, let me make it easy for you. Think you can hit me now? You show him, Aaron! 1 more minute. Keep it steady. He sure knows how to draw a crowd wherever he goes. Afterwards, both Aaron and Van, who inadvertently got drawn into the contest, won, not failing to rouse the crowd that gathered around them. The victory secured, they enjoyed the prize by taking a victory lap around all the stalls in Riverside at the loser's expense.
This is wonderful.
You are the quest, so...
Let's roll!
No rest for the weary.
That's a relief.
Long live the Republic! Good grief.
Oh, that's great!
Is that Esmeralda, Kayla, and Najee? Oh, speak of a devil. Good day to you all. Oh, look who it is. I hope you're all having a great festival. Indeed, I can see you're all hard at work patrolling. Associate Professor Esmeralda and the woman from the CID, huh? And the Crown Prince's bodyguards here with you too? Guessing we're also told to patrol so you take a bit of time for yourself? Ah, you truly are sharp. I was highly reluctant to leave his side regardless of the rest of his security personnel being there with him, but orders are orders. Still, I intend to return to him fairly soon, after I'm satisfied with my observation. Oh? Look over there, discreetly, mind you. Isn't that... Talk about a triple threat. Not surprised you've got our eyes on them. I'm not familiar with the purple-haired man, but I can see why you'd be concerned with having Yang and the Marduk manager both there. Wonder if this meeting has anything to do with the president. No, it feels like it's more than that. I haven't heard anything about that meeting myself. I was aware that our general manager was coming to Ida for the unveiling of the new weapons. But I've heard nothing regarding the White Orchid Dragon. Admittedly, even if I had, I doubt I would have been at liberty to discuss it. With that, you need not feel guilty. We understand that your job comes with its own restrictions, much like ours do. That's why it's much more appreciated to have you join us for tea and a chat. You're always so good to us, and we're truly grateful. I'm humbled by your kind words, Miss Burker. Oh, isn't this nice? We've got a little friend circle of competent women starting up here. Can I join? I get the impression we're all about the same age. That Kyla and too. Why am I being included in this? Much as this does feel like a group worth being part of. Still, I'm 21 and I believe Miss Twining is 20? What? My circumstances are a little peculiar, but I'm indeed 20 years old. But you're both so cool and composed. What about Nunage? I'm 25, what of it? I was absolutely sure we were older than me. I'm almost 28. Why am I the only one nearing her third decade? No, it's okay, I'm still younger than young. And as long as I keep producing results as a researcher... You're way too young to be stressing about your age. I never would have become an actress in the first place if I let something like my age bother me. Regardless, I will stay here for the present to liaise and gather information, particularly on the group there. But if you require my aid, please let me know. I will hurry to your site. Will do, thanks.
Actually,
It's so convenient nowadays.
See the movie. Fans are raving about. Get the
You'll never
brilliant-
believe what happened.
Thank you for
Rooftop.
visiting the Weston Department Store. Our stores have a wide...
And there are these three. Oh boy. Good thing I got a warning, but was still sending chills down my spine. My, if it isn't Van and one of his dear friends. So it is. A very happy festival to you all. Would you care to join us for a while? I knew you and the professor were invited to the ceremony, but I'm guessing you're not here to talk about the new weapons? Not with Zhao here anyway. Unless Heyu is thinking of introducing assault frames to their arsenal now. Naturally, we have no such intention. Appealing as they are, they do not fit Heyu any more than the Empire's Panzer soldiers did. Though I'm rather curious to how well they'd work with regards to martial arts. I'm at least aware of Taito techniques being used in a Panzer Soldat before. But I have no doubt that whatever a Panzer Soldat can do, an assault frame will perform better. Have you tested them with Hollow Style already? We certainly did and saw some success. How viable it depends heavily on the pilot's own skills, however. Once we have established the Hollow Style's use in assault frames, it may be worth trying Gekka school techniques as well. I would be happy to lend you some of our men for that trial if you wish. Naturally, this is all in jest. I originally planned this meeting upon hearing that Marduk and Heyu had dealings with one another during the crisis in Rassian. As such, I asked the general manager to arrange for this meeting, thinking it's an opportunity that does not present itself often. I'm truly honored to be able to meet you, and I'm quite elated to hear you wanted to meet with me so much. Actually, I heard your father was born in Langport, is that right? He was, where he left while young and made Basel his home for the rest of his years. I do hear he agonized long and hard on whether to become a merchant in Langport or a researcher. Fascinating. Langport's people do seem particularly inclined to becoming merchants. Happens often to Easterners from there. But if a genius researcher like you came from the same bloodline, clearly that rule is not absolute. Bloodline matters little to me to begin with. A personal inclination is decided more by their individual personality and life experiences. I'm inclined to agree. when evaluating potential new hires at Marduk. I don't trust a lick of what they say, but there's nothing to really go off of here. Got no clue what they're up to. Yeah, thinking so much about them is just gonna waste our time.
This year's been awesome.
Here goes.
Okay, this is not in, right?
Step on up.
No, this is on top.
Did you know?
Ah, the Aramis scan. Oh, hello there. Good to see you. Long time no see. I guess it's been about 3 days. I take it you're working as a two-man team as you make your way around the festival. Nice to see you. Glad to see you doing something worthwhile, I guess. We're just helping out how we can. You guys all on your own patrol as student council or something? Yeah, there's a lot of Aramis students around town today, so it's important for us to also be around. Got to make sure nobody's having too much fun and causing any trouble out there after all. Not that I need to explain it to you of all people, I'm sure you were in my shoes back in the day. Pretty much, yeah. Alright, I forgot you were in student council 8 years ago. You could have fooled me. Yep, he and the others gave us some big shoes to fill. Anyway, we're all just taking a short break after breaking off to do our whole patrol. Hey Van, you haven't read my post yet, have you? Oh, that's right. Huh. Are you telling me this guy's... Maybe. He might extend office, but he's got good potential in him. Trust me. I'm at a good stopping point right now, so whenever you need me, feel free to come fetch me. Just say the word and I'll be happy to join. Sounds good to me, thanks Anyas. In the meantime, I want to see you doing nothing but relax. Got it?
Let's see.
For the kids, there's something I'd like to request of you as a fellow lover of sweets. I'm currently at the Macmillan Cafe, so if you have some time, come on down. That was her request. Okay, that should be all the bulletin boards that have got a scent. I'd like to get through as many of these requests as we can. That all depends on how busy we are. I shouldn't expect us to get a job from Odette though. Can't say I'm not intrigued. Definitely want to hear about that one.
Hey, did you see? Hey, hey!
This tastes great.
Man, Revolution Festival is the best day of the year. Don't you agree, babe? Sure, the festival can be a real pain in the neck, but I still love today. With that whole speech over, I don't have to think about work anymore. Can have fun together all day long, like Adius intended. Oh, I also bought us some tickets for Golden Blood Director's Cut. Can't go wrong with that. Babe, are you mad about something? Nate, I think we should break up. What? Why? How could you say that? Why do you think, after everything that happened, I haven't heard from you in a whole month? Do you really expect me to be happy after being treated like that just because you decided to suddenly drag me out here? But babe, I didn't mean to ignore. I just been swamped with work, that's all. What about the policewoman you were talking to earlier? You sure seem to be enjoying her company just fine. Wait, I can explain. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. I remember her. He dragged her to the Farbad Film Festival too. I'm impressed she put up with him for as long as she has. Yeah, I think we should just leave those two alone and move on for now.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Grabbing a bite to eat, you two? Looks like you're living large if you're having a full course. You could call it compensation for some work we did. I know the woman who runs this place. She and I go way back. For someone in Heyo's upper management, Mouse is a surprisingly understanding person. That said, it is a little concerning just how much Jack gets wasted when he's here. Lay off me, don't expect a man's pride to take a hit when he's on a losing streak or what? Lay off you? Is that what you have to say to me after I stepped in and bargained on your behalf? Look, if you're gonna make bets, you need to set your sights on more sensible stuff, or else you always end up feeling miserable. Sensible, huh? What do you mean by that? Alright, I'll give you an example. Let's say you pick 2 cards from my hand of 5. If the sum of yours beats mine, you win. And if you win, you can go out and enjoy the entertainment district. I'll even give you cash to have some fun. You're on. I'm going to hold you to what you just said, alright? No takebacks. The cards might be stacked against him, but he stands to gain a lot if he wins. Guess a lot of it ultimately comes down to mind games. I think I go for this. No. The left edge looks really suspicious. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you think you're doing? Guess I'm barking up the wrong tree. But knowing her, she'll be 2 steps ahead of me. So I just gotta be free. You're not gonna win that easily. Sheesh. Those two sure didn't take long to get all fired up. Oh yeah, there's a gambling movie being shopped around, isn't there? I'd better pay close attention to those two, so when I get my offer to star in it, I'll be ready.
Here goes!
That's fair.
And I guess if Judith wasn't with us, she would be here. Oh, Van! Congrats on the festival going off without a hitch! Yes, congratulations. It's nice to see the whole city come together to celebrate. Hard to stop a 100-year tradition, after all. Though this festival makes all the others look like a low-budget office party. It's still a special day for all of Calvert. I heard you got caught up in the flock of paparazzi yourself. Oh, I just consider it part of the festival spirit. Yeah, that tracks. They're gonna know everything about your personal life, or they ain't journos. I just wish the reporters would chill with the really personal questions. Nowadays I really pick at you to try and get gossip material. Whatever happened to journalistic integrity? That last guy, goddess, he did not know how to take a hint. Huh, you handle the interviews and stuff? Well, it did kinda end up that way, yeah? I still have a lot to learn though. My seniors at the Tyrell Times have really been helping me out. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. You've been a busy bee lately. I really owe you for helping me out with that article. It was about to blow up, wasn't it, Judith? Yep, first thing in the morning, I swear. Those bus radar guys never learn. Seriously, thanks, Marielle. I saw you out there in Western too, giving it 110% like you always do. You really think so? Hearing you say that makes my heart all... All? Uh-huh? Well, it's not like that. I just... my emotions got the better of... I mean, no, they didn't. I mean, I feel really thankful for all the help I've gotten. Not just from Dingo, okay? I'm just happy, you know? Oh, Marielle. Well, that's good to hear. I've got it. I want to repay you for setting everything up for us. So how about I treat you to a little makeover? I know the perfect place. Nina, Sarah, why don't you two come along with us? Wait, you want to tweak me? If I didn't, I wouldn't have offered. It's the least I can do, really. A girl's gotta look good when she takes the stage, you know? The limelight's coming your way. I can just tell. This is your chance to get used to all the attention. Then, when you get to strut your stuff to the one you appreciate, you look good when you do it. Judith. Okay, sounds like a plan. Atta girl. Shahina might be a tad young for this, though. I just wish Judith's friend Risha could have tagged along with us. She was supposed to be back today.
Well...
Yeah, we met Shahina in the bathhouse.
Gonna eat something?
Oh. This is also an interesting group. Ah, good to see you two. Been a while since Longline, huh? Hey, come on, Mr. Press. Think about their position for a second, yeah? Wait, Rocksmith is here too? I mean, we do know each other from Longline, but he still gives me stage fright. Also fun of the Crown Prince shooting the shit over drinks. Now there's something you don't see every day. Couldn't even tell you were all here until we were right in front of you. That's a flying swallow for you. Oh, don't give me too much credit. They owe much to their excellent attendance. Well, perhaps I can think of this as a little long-life reunion party. These sorts of meetings are few and far between. How could I refuse? Incidentally, I told Najee to take a few days off. Dare I say, this company can fend for themselves just fine? Glad to hear Najee is getting a break. I actually just ran into her a while ago. Anyway, I'm sure you guys got a bunch of stuff you want to talk about. I'm mostly out of here before your bodyguards glare a hole in my skull. I'm not glaring. Come now, you don't need to stand on formality in this company. You're right, you're right. Why not take a seat and help yourself to some skewers? This was one of my favorite local haunts back when I was in office. The skewers pair perfectly with a cold glass of Far Eastern sake. Yes, I think you'll find this sake crisp and refreshing. Quite different from the aged stuff you find elsewhere. Speaking of, looks like you two have empty glasses. How about another round on me? Good, but I would end the episode here and we continue what's going on here next time. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.